are you doing?
Well, we were clearing our throats, right?
Right,
Ah!
we're a little rusty.
Hamina. Hello, you people.
Hi.
Hello, you people. I'm Nate.
I'm Kendall.
And welcome to the Motley Soup Podcast. I think you might have forgotten about us, but here we are.
I forgot how to podcast.
We didn't forget about you.
No, we didn't forget about you.
We are back.
Yeah, God, it's been so long. You know, it's so much has happened.
I know, there's snow on the ground.
Stan Lee died.
Stan Lee died.
Long time no see is offensive.
Long time no see is... Oh, we're going to get to that. Hey-o!
So much has happened since the last time.
So much has happened since the last time we joined you here on the Motley Soup Podcast. But, you know, it's the holidays, life's busy, family, etc., etc.
Gatherings and whatnot, and good food and so forth. And yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Had a nice little trip down south.
Yes, we did.
Enjoyed ourselves.
We were going to record on the way down or up, but either one of us was in the mood and the other one wasn't, you know, one way or another.
Yeah. I wanted to bring something up from when we were down there.
I have quite a few things from
It doesn't have anything to do with actually being down there. Mm-hmm. It was just something that I jotted down while we were sitting around watching television.
Yep.
There was a commercial, and I think it was like Maybelline. It was either Maybelline or, one of those makeup companies. And I don't know if people will know what song I'm talking about. That song Scars.
Yeah.
You know, and it talks about, you know, it's an empowering song for women. It talks about how your imperfections don't matter and your scars are beautiful and et cetera, on a makeup commercial. And I found that to be terribly ironic. Like, you are beautiful no matter how you look or what you look like. Put this shit on your face. You look terrible. It was the most, I don't know what the word is. Is it oxymoronic?
It would be an oxymoron, I guess.
It was just the worst choice in a song for a vanity commercial. Like, you're beautiful no matter what. Now, put this shit on your face. So, yeah, anyway, I that was a little anecdote. I had to jot that down lest I forget it. I found it to be very ironic and silly.
That is silly. So,
anyway.
But that happened.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's totally happened. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well.
So.
What?
Oh.
I was just going to fill the room with words because I have so many words to speak.
You have so many words to speak?
I have so many words to speak.
Sweet. This story comes to us from the BBC. A Dutch positivity trainer, whatever the fuck that profession is,
What?
has launched a legal battle to change his age.
We've talked about this before. Not this specifically, but for age changing.
His name is Emil Radelband, 69, wants to shift his birthday from March 11th, 1949 to March 11th, 1969, comparing the change to identifying as being transgender. Remember how I have said for years that it's gone off the rails? He says, when I'm 69, I am limited. If I'm 49, then I can buy a new house, drive a different car, and I can take up more work because of my age.
I don't like this age thing.
I don't either, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, the entire thing of... You're 69, you're not 49. It doesn't work. And I've seen people defending it, saying, well, let him identify how he wants to be. But much like other things that we've talked about, I'm not going to go off on the, you know, I've spoken enough about my opinion about the other stuff. This age thing is extremely crazy, and it's a really slippery slope. With a couple of examples that I managed to think of, because obviously I think about these things.
I can already tell you an example.
We go ahead.
I was going to say, if somebody identifies as a 16-year-old but they're 40, so that they can date somebody under 18.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I don't agree with this at all.
Yep, you start working that stuff into commonplace everyday life, and this is what you're going to find. The same reason I don't like a person identifying as a male or a female being able to go into the women's restroom. You're a cross-dressing male, and that's fine, but that doesn't mean you get to go into the ladies' room with my wife or my daughter. And just like you said. Or if this became some kind of law, I know this is far off, but it's really not, because you look how we slide down these slippery slopes in our culture. You got a 15-year-old who identifies as 18. Now what happens with employment? You know what I mean?
Or they identify as a 21-year-old so they could buy alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So where do you draw the line? That's what I'm saying. You open the can of worms, and now there's fucking worms everywhere, and you can't pick and choose, because then you got lawsuits. And so what you do is you just say, no, you're 69 years old. That's it. End of story. You can't identify as being 20 years younger than you are.
As far as the point that you were reading about the jobs, it's illegal to discriminate against age anyway.
Right.
I know it happens.
He also
under
said
wraps,
he also said it was going to
seriously.
give him better luck with the ladies on Tinder.
That's a predator.
Right. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a predator.
So, yeah, this Dutch guy, figures he's Dutch.
Oh, go figure. Copenhagen.
Copenhagen! Pedophilia! Oops.
Oops.
So there's that guy.
There's that guy.
There's that guy. All right.
We're just jumping into this. I like
Yes.
it. Just in it.
I've already gotten 2 things out of the way. Makeup commercial, Dutch weirdo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's been so long that there's no time for shenanigans. We're getting into the shit.
That's right. We got stuff to talk about.
And we're getting into the soup.
Get it? Hey-oh! Ow. I hurt my own ear. I hurt my own ear.
You hurt your own ear.
God dang it.
God dang it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the trip we had. I know you're reading about all your little articles, but
Yeah.
while we were down there, you know what's funny? You said commonplace, which kind of inspired this story here. When we were down there, we went, to my family's, and they talked about bears in the garbage. Like it's just an everyday thing.
It's just an everyday deal.
It's so normal to fight off bears out of your garbage. And I'm thinking, wow, we don't have that problem here in Ohio.
No,
we
just
have deer.
raccoons.
We have deer and raccoon,
Yeah.
but we don't have any bears to worry about.
Yeah. Well, and they're just like casual about it.
Yeah.
Like, the bear came up on the porch and...
What's funny about that is I've told you the story about my aunt. Scaring a cub off her property. She said she hoped Mama wasn't around, but the bear was in her trash, so she just, started
And
making
your
a
aunt's
bunch
a
of
little
noise.
thing, so
She
it's
is
not like
this
she's intimidating.
Little lady.
Yeah.
She's this little bitty lady. And she told the story. I'm like, I'm glad she told it because I didn't want you to think I was lying. But
I never thought she was lying.
what's so outrageous? Because she's this little thing scaring off bears? Are you kidding me?
You gotta do what you gotta do, right? When they're coming down off the mountain. Damn.
I wish I'd have been recording that conversation. I would have loved to have shared that if they would have let me share it.
Yeah.
Oh, with their sweet little accents. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Well, we're laughing and having a good old time here.
Yeah.
But this guy was not.
Okay, well, bring it.
After we're going back over there to Norway.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently I was reading about lots of Dutch and Norse people and stuff. But anyway, after a knee injury, Klaus Jorsand of Alta, Norway, invested in a Marius stool.
What?
From IKEA. This is what it looks like.
Can you repeat that again?
It's a Marius stool from IKEA. It's got, for those of you that can't see it, it's like a little red stool, and it's got these little holes all around it. It looks kind of cosmopolitan or whatever,
That reminds me of something. It's just not coming to me right now.
So, because he had the knee surgery, he got this stool so he could sit down while he was taking a shower. But the plan backfired. While sitting in the chair during a recent shower, one of his testicles got stuck in the hole
Oh, God.
in the seat when the hot water caused them to expand.
Oh, God.
Poor man.
Maybe he should just turn the cold water on?
So he... I love his quote here. Sitting there and noticing the accident, I bent down to see what happened. I realized the little nutter has got stuck. The little nutter. I love it. But anyway, he sat there so long the water turned cold, which was a saving grace because, shrinkage. So he decided to warn others about his experience by taking to Facebook and alerting IKEA in a post that has since gone viral. And he... told IKEA, sitting there and noticing the accident, I bent down to see what the fuck happened. I realized the little nutteress got stuck. The water turned cold by itself, so I started freezing. The water got cold, even more cold than my mother-in-law's smile when I married her daughter. IKEA's response? Hey, Klaus, we recommend that you take the stool out of the shower or that you sit on it with the right uniform on and in the right setting. If you choose to keep it in the shower, make sure you are well dressed for your next sea excursion. So what he did was he covered the stool with a washcloth.
I see
ultimately. That. I mean, really, IKEA can't be held accountable for that.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's... But, and he didn't sue them or anything. Nothing, like, stupid came out of it. But I thought it was a fun little story. And a little story that actually made me cringe a little. While I was reading it, I was very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Yes, it's like watching another person get kicked down below. It makes you very uncomfortable. It makes your tummy hurt a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's kind of scary for a guy.
Well...
I wouldn't want my little nutter stuck somewhere.
No, me neither.
Thanks. I appreciate that. In the distance. Honey! Help me! Help me!
Oh, that reminds me. See, if we had multiple Alexas, then you could just, like, send me an intercom from one to another.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah, for you folks that don't know, I just received my Alexa today.
We got our wiretap today.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I haven't got to play with her much, but I'm definitely going to have to learn a lot of new tricks with her.
Well, we have a teenage son. I bet he can help you.
Well, I know how to do it. I just don't know what to do with her yet. I think it's going to be great.
It's going to be good stuff for you.
It's going to be good stuff for me.
For you.
I told you before I got it that you were going to hate it. And then you asked me...
I don't hate it.
Oh, yes, you do.
I just have no use for it. It serves no purpose in my life.
It will, one day.
No, it won't. What, are you going to convert me?
Yes, I am. I'm going to convert you. And I have a recording of me telling you it's going to happen, and you say, no, it's not.
So a year from now we'll revisit this?
Yes, we are.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, you got a good deal on it.
I did. I did. They had a really good deal on Amazon, so...
So there you go.
Yeah. I'm sure the reason why is because they're going to get a new Alexa, so I'm getting like an old generation.
Whatever.
I don't really care. I went for the cheap one. I didn't go for the one with the screen or anything. Just a sweet little dot thing. It's
one with a screen? Isn't that just a computer? Or
it's like this little ball with a screen on it. You can kind of video chat. I don't think that was necessary, so...
Oh my.
Oh my.
So what else you got over there, Taylor?
So, yeah, no. What I was going to talk about before I got distracted by Alexa, we were remember I showed you this? It is the water bottle with the crystal elixir quartz whatever garbage. So you can buy this water bottle. It holds, oh god. So yeah, it holds 18 ounces, and it has this big quartz crystal inside of it. But to have one, you have to pay $80 for it. $80 for a bottle with a quartz crystal in it. That is insane to me.
And what's the purpose?
I don't really understand it.
I don't understand the purpose.
I'm not a very spiritual person as far as these stones go, you know? I don't really... I mean, I know what most of them mean, but not why this is a thing. Why we would want to pay $80 for a smoky quartz that is powerful in shielding and protecting against negative energy and bad vibes. Oh my
god. Mm-hmm. This is the essential oils of a water bottle.
It is, but it doesn't do anything. You just put water in and drink it, right? It says smoky quartz relieves stress, anxiety, fear, self-doubt, and other negative emotions by transforming them into positive energies. Oh, gracious.
That would actually $80 for a water bottle. Mm-hmm. I would never have good energy again. I would just be mad at myself all the time
for buying this.
Yes, I spent $80 on a water bottle. My energy is officially bad.
I would be frightened to carry it around because it looks like it would be pretty heavy. That's not plastic. That's glass.
And you've got quartz sitting in your water.
There's quartz, and it's made of glass. I just don't think it's very...
So it's essentially the same thing that's in a watch, sitting in your water.
It's got great reviews, though.
I'm sure it does, because wackadoodles love stuff like that, and they'll spend that money on it.
Yeah, lots of great reviews on it. It has...
This water is the best water I've ever watered.
It's 5-star with 78 reviews.
Oh my.
I'm trying to find one that might have less reviews, but so far. Oh, there's one. 4.5 stars.
You said 70 reviews?
78 reviews.
78 reviews. There's probably,
stars.
300 million people in America?
Mm-hmm.
Over 3 billion people in the world?
Yeah.
Well, out of 300 million people, you can get at least 78 to come watch paint dry.
Mm-hmm.
So...
This person, okay, so I found one that had a bad review, and this person lit them all up. This person is angry, and they got a response from the company. It's like, we are so sorry. Please message us so that we can resolve the issue. Funny, that's so funny.
Stupid one.
Oh my god, I just think that's insane. Who did that?
From healthy water to the epitome of unhealthy, we're going to talk about Waffle House now.
Ooh, bring it.
This story could only happen in one state.
Tennessee?
No.
Kentucky?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Ohio?
Tuscumbia, Alabama.
Alabama.
Police in Alabama say a man not wearing any pants fell through the roof of a Waffle House.
Why does this happen?
During a botched burglary.
Do you know how many times we have read articles about naked people falling through the roof of a building they're trying to rob?
Here's the story on this.
This is like the 5th one.
The detective Wes Holland says 27-year-old Glenn Bost is being sought on criminal mischief and burglary charges. Another suspect hasn't been identified. Police Chief Tony Logan says blah, blah, blah. Logan says Bost went into a bathroom and tied the door shut with his pants and climbed into the ceiling. What? He says an underwear-clad Bost then fell into the dining area, so he was going to try to wait till they were closed, probably, up in the ceiling.
Yep.
But an underwear-clad Bost then fell into the dining area and fought off patrons trying to detain him.
Wow.
Logan says Bost then fled, leaving behind his pants that contained his driver's license.
Oh, wow.
And here's the fun part. I love the last line of the story because it's such a no shit.
Yeah.
Police say Bost may have been on drugs. It's like, yeah, no kidding.
We think so. We're all going to have...
I'm pretty sure that that's...
we can all agree that this person may have been on drugs.
That may have been on drugs. And this one kind of ties into the same thing. This one's actually in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay.
According to the Tampa Bay Times, a St. Petersburg police officer was investigating a break-in at the Chataway restaurant, reviewing surveillance video that shows a burglar eating a plate of chicken wings and drinking beer inside the kitchen on November 6th. The officer then stumbled across another incident from the night before.
Okay.
The video shows a different man riding his bike up to the restaurant, pedaling around the parking lot for 10 minutes, then slipping in through the back gate. He opens the door to a shed after wandering around for a bit and then removes a set of bongos. The man gains access to a restaurant bathroom and exits naked. He sits at one of the restaurant's picnic tables and digs into a bowl of instant ramen noodles, which he brought with him.
What?
The video also shows him playing the bongos, still naked. The burglar from the first video, who ate chicken wings and had a beer at the restaurant, stole an estimated $500 worth of stuff, including cash tips, a laptop, a tablet, and a grocery bag he filled with beer. Police identified the homeless man who played the bongos in his birthday suit, but his name is not being released to the public. The restaurant is not pressing charges on the homeless man because he meant no harm and didn't actually steal anything from the restaurant.
Right.
He played his bongos, ate his ramen.
His own ramen.
In the nude.
Yep.
It's just funny that they're investigating one thing, and then they come across another, and
this restaurant has terrible security. Terrible security. What? That's insane.
I thought it was a fun story.
It's
like, wow, this just escalates. It keeps going. There's bongos and ramen. And
can you imagine the people reviewing the video be like, whoa, time out. Back up 30 seconds. What was that? Was those bongos?
Oh, boy.
That's too good.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Your turn.
Okay.
You got anything else?
Yeah, while we were visiting my family, we discovered that there is a Dollar General popping up at every turn. So, the last time we went, which I can't even tell you when that was, there were, of course, a Dollar General everywhere, but there are like 17 new ones in the area. Yeah. It's crazy. That wasn't there last time.
Dollar General is like retail cancer. It's like we have one on Main Street, and unfortunately, since your last visit, it has spread to 2nd Avenue, and it's just oh no, Dollar General's in my bone marrow. It's terrible.
It's everywhere.
But yeah, they have like 16,742 stores or something. There's a Dollar General. There's like, and one day there's just going to be Dollar Generals on farmland. There's just going to be a Dollar General on the farm. Yeah, just the there it is, an oasis of retail crap in the middle of nowhere.
And it's just gonna pop up overnight too. Yes. Like these things don't take forever to build. They get them done overnight.
No, yeah, Dollar Generals are like pop-up restaurants. It's just poof, there it is. Hey,
hello.
They open like, so quickly.
It's like that wasn't there when we drove past yesterday. Who put this here?
Oh boy. Don't ever work for that company if you get a chance, by the way, folks.
Oh yeah,
Stay away.
Stay away.
Stay away. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Everyone has a crappy car down there, too.
A crappy car?
They either have a crappy car or a loud car. That seems to be a thing. Like, if you don't have a loud car with really dark tinted windows, then it's just really squeaky. Mm-hmm. Really squeaky old car.
Oh.
I can't judge. I've been there, I've had cars with, the radio goes out when it rains, and you can't turn the volume up over 11 or it goes out, or the crank doesn't work on the windows, so you're manually pushing it up.
Ooh, I've never dealt with anything that bad.
Oh, God, yeah.
But
I've had some squeaky cars, too. You carry around a can of that spray, spray on the belt, just to hope that it...
Yeah.
That was a great... That was a great...
Hey, I grew up in the hood. Here in the hood, it is a combination of that squeaky belt. Mm-hmm. The car's driving down the road with that squeaky belt, combined with...
Oh, you scared the cat.
They've got a $17 car with a $5,000 stereo system in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bass is shaking the car so hard parts are falling off. It's ridiculous. Redonkulous, I say.
Well,
redonkulous.
It is redonkulous. So, are we going to dig into the offensive stuff now?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
So let's start with... You want to start with you guys, or do you want to start with long time no see?
No, this is from a university.
Okay.
Which university was it?
I do not remember.
Well, they
I will Google it right now.
This university deemed that the expressions "you guys" and "long time no see" are officially offensive. Now, I will start with this. Being offended by anything is a choice. You're making a choice to be offended. You know what I mean? You are choosing to be offended. That's not anybody else's problem. That's your problem. Your problem is you're offended. So, you need to solve your problem, and that's that. I don't get offended, so I don't understand being offended. I don't get it. I don't understand even the theory of being offended. Why would I be offended by something that someone says? I don't understand. I don't understand being offended. It's a choice. It's a choice you make as a person that you're offended by something.
And it's Colorado State University.
Colorado State University.
Which is kind of surprising that it came out of Colorado.
Must be the thin air. I don't know.
I would have seen this coming from California, but really not Colorado.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing over there? Stop it.
Well, it's... But yeah, what was it? It was just those two, right? Long time no see because it has something to do with Asians or something. It has
something to do with the Asians, the way they talk, I guess, translate to English.
For God's sake.
And the other one was you guys, because it's, they prefer you to say y'all, because it's inclusive.
Inclusive.
Y'all is inclusive.
Oh my God. Sure it is. But you know what? Whatever. Again, it's an expression. It's not like it's a slur. And even a slur, it's not right to call someone a slur, but you're choosing to be offended. You could just be the bigger person and walk away from it.
True.
And quit complaining. Social justice warriors drive me insane.
Absolutely
insane. They drive me nuts. They choose. I can't imagine. I can't, like this Charlie Brown thing.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie Brown Christmas is now apparently offensive because the African-American child sits by himself at the table. It's a cartoon that's been around for 50 years. Can't you people leave anything alone? You're choosing to be offended by this. And you know what? You know what? I feel bad for them. I feel bad for social justice warriors because I can't imagine a life where I would be so miserable and so negative that I would just find things, stupid things, to be offended by. Like, I haven't found anything to be offended by this week and it's already Wednesday. What am I going to do? Sit down and shut up. Or, how about this? Don't watch the Charlie Brown Christmas. There's 6,272 other channels on the TV where you can go watch something that will bore the shit out of you that the rest of us would hate to watch. Go watch a feminist speech. Or watch Rachel Maddow or something. It's so stupid. I can't even go out of my house anymore. I can't stand the world sometimes. But anyway.
Well, I'm glad you're talking about this because while you were talking, I was listening and
while
reading.
I was yapping?
I was reading some other things that are pretty normal to say, but are apparently offensive. Like, no can do. I say that all the time.
How is that offensive? Is it offensive to cans?
I haven't got this far as reading. I just saw the title. No can do.
Ooh, fired up now.
Ooh,
fired up.
Huh. Hey, it's probably the same as the
widespread use of the phrase in English today has obscured its origin, which might seem like folksy abbreviated version of "I can't do it." It's actually the imitation of Chinese Pidgin English.
Yeah, like I
but
said,
Chinese Pidgin English existed. How is that offensive? Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
it's the same thing as long time no see. It's the same thing.
But what I'm saying is, if people of that nationality talked like that, how is it offensive? It's not offensive. It's stupid.
I don't think that they even care.
Honestly. No, they don't care. No, they just want to be offended by something. They want to find something.
No, I mean, I don't think Chinese care.
No,
they don't care.
They probably don't even know.
They probably are like, what are they arguing over?
What is everybody so?
It's kind of like the what are those outfits that Japanese wear? The traditional outfits. What are they called? Help me out.
The gi. No, that's for karate and stuff.
Okay, whatever those. It'll hit me after the podcast is over. Yeah. But the traditional robes that Japanese people wear at festivals and blah blah blah. Well, people in America were making it so that Americans couldn't wear them because it was something against Japanese culture, and Japan's like, whatever, don't care.
It's our culture.
They don't care, and they're actually happy that people in America are interested in it because it's their culture and they're proud of it.
Right.
But of course over here it's like, no, you can't do that because that's offensive.
Because the United States, all right, if there's anybody that has their children listening right now, fast forward about 15 seconds.
I'm pretty sure they've already turned us off.
Of what I'm about to say.
Oh, they've turned
It's because the United States has... What?
It's a kimono, by the way.
It's a kimono, yes.
Yep.
The United States has become a gigantic vagina filled with sand.
Ooh, God, that's terrible.
It has. It's just a big vagina filled... Just sand in the vagina all over the place. Like, me, just whining and complaining and offended. And can't we just have fun anymore? We're like power watching King of the Hill. Mm-hmm. And I think in 2018, King of the Hill would have probably got protested off the air.
True.
It's funny, though. And nobody cared. Nobody thought it was offensive. Because people just like, normal people just like to have fun. Not social justice warriors, though. They like to ruin everyone's fun.
The next one.
You can't say things that are blatantly racist, and you can't be a bigot, and I hate you if you are. And you can't demean someone because of their race, and you can't... But if everybody is just enjoying life together without this garbage, Nobody ever said anything about Charlie Brown Christmas before this year.
I'm going to give you one more, and I'm going to get you off this topic. Basket case.
Basket case. Green Day song.
Yes. But the term basket case, refers
because
to
it
somebody's
refers
crazy.
to a crazy person, yes.
But
the guy that wants to be 49 and he's 69. He's a basket case.
It originally referred to a person, usually a soldier from WW1, because we all know I can't say that, who has lost all 4 limbs. The basket, in this sense, refers to the basket that the person would need to be carried around in. That's why it's offensive.
Okay. But I bet if you asked that veteran from World... I don't know if they would be living now or not, but if you asked that veteran, they probably aren't, from World War I, if they were offended by people using that because they didn't grow up in this stupid era of social justice, you know what they'd say? I'm not offended by that because I'm a grown-ass person. I'm not 7, and I'm not a crybaby, and I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't get it.
They'd probably just tell you the story about how they lost all 4 of their limbs.
Yes.
Realistically.
And you know what? God bless them for their service.
They served, they fought honorably, and they,
So the last thing, I guess, here.
Okay.
For the show.
Yeah, I'm dragging you off this topic. Let's move on. It escalated too quickly.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
Well, hurry up! I want Chinese food.
Okay. So, this is a serious conversation.
Okay.
There is a young lady. I don't know. Anyway.
Move on.
There's a young lady who has a condition called limb-girdle muscular dystrophy.
Wow.
It involves the gradual deterioration of her muscles from the chin down, leaving her predominantly bedbound and reliant on care. Okay? And she is documenting her gradual decline.
Is it for science or just...
From a rare disease.
Yeah.
And this was my point, is I'm asking you this because I agree with her.
What is it?
Euthanasia, voluntary euthanasia, should be legal. It's been a debate since back, like assisted suicide or whatever.
Yeah.
But that brings more to light, and it's coming up again. Okay. And many, many moons ago, when Dr. Kevorkian was in the news for doing that, helping people kill themselves that voluntarily wanted to die because they had a terminal illness or they were in extreme pain or whatever. Back then I said, why shouldn't a person who is voluntarily wanting to take their own life not be able to do that?
Because of religion. A grown person. That's why that will never go through, because of religion. Because it's considered suicide. But I think you should just mind your business. Exactly.
If somebody wants their life to end, let them end their life. And doing this, they can do it where it's not painful.
Right.
They just drift to sleep. I mean, it's a much better ending than someone who feels that they need to hang themselves with their belt.
Right.
Or something like. I just don't understand why with something like that. Why? I don't understand people trying to butt into other people's lives all the time. I don't get it.
What's funny about that is we punish people by lethal injection, but we won't aid people in lethal injection,
Yes.
It's funny how that works.
Yes. If you have a terminal illness and you're in tons of pain, or like this poor lady who she's essentially deteriorated into where she can't do anything. She can't do anything. And she's in pain, and she just has to lay there all. I'd probably ask for it too.
I think if you're
put me under,
let me drift off
to sleep peacefully.
If you're of sound mind, why not? If you know what you're signing up for, why not? Because think of people who have cancer, who are near death, but they're still suffering. They're just not. They can't die
because we're too stubborn to just let them kill themselves. I don't know.
Well, I mean, and I do appreciate the people that, think life is sacred. Because it is. It's great that people care enough. But
life is sacred, but your life is your life.
Like, I don't think that this should be a treatment for depression.
No. No. And I'm not saying that either.
No,
I'm saying
this is for medical reasons, as like a
there is
terminal
no
illness.
way she is ever going to be able to have a normal life again.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
I think it should be her choice.
There's no way she's going to reverse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when they tell you, well, the cancer's in your bones.
Yeah.
You know,
there's no going back.
You're never going to be better again.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to feel better again. You're never going to be normal again or whatever. Okay. Just let me die.
Yeah.
I don't want to suffer for another 2 years of pain.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I
feel like garbage for 5 years and then finally go. As your family also suffers because they're watching you suffer.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody has to help take care of you. That means time off of work and more medical bills. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Why
I
not?
wouldn't want to feel like a burden.
Exactly. You feel like you're a burden.
I wouldn't want to be in pain all the time. And
I don't know.
Nah.
It's not like abortion where they're choosing to destroy another life.
Right.
They're choosing to end their own.
Mm-hmm.
In a safe and painless way, like you said.
And abortion goes, you know, everybody's heard me talk about this before too. I believe the same thing about abortion as far as budding out. If it's not my baby, I may look at abortion as murder, but I'm actually technically pro-choice because if it's not my baby, kill it. It's your body. It's your baby. Do what you want to do. It's your conscience.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do.
Mind your business and keep it to yourself.
Yes.
Because I will judge you.
I mean, I'm but
silently. I won't. Silently, I'll judge.
Right. It's not my decision. It's their decision.
Exactly.
And
I'll mind my business.
And mind your business.
I will mind my business if you did it.
And I support their right to have an abortion.
Absolutely.
Because that's their decision.
Mm-hmm.
They may struggle. They're going to struggle with it too. And just like this, you know, people need to butt out of other people's business. If it's not affecting you in any way, shape, or form, leave it the fuck alone. Why do I don't like food stamps and stuff or welfare. People will say, well, it's not affecting you. The hell it's not. My taxes go up and I'm paying my tax dollars for it. That's why I don't like that.
I'm glad we have those programs, though. I know we've said this a gazillion times.
I don't like it because they get abused.
They do get abused.
And nobody does anything about it. Nobody does anything about it.
Well,
they just keep letting it be the way it is and raising your taxes. And
it's too late to fix anything now. There's no fixing it.
No, you could fix it real quick.
By ending it?
Shut that shit down.
But then it would be no different than shutting down the coal mines. Where are people going to...
Get a job.
Yeah, but some people don't even know how to get a job because they've never had a job.
That's whatever. What you do is you take food stamps. You take... actually, my solution... Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this one on another podcast.
Okay.
Because I could have a 30-minute conversation about this.
That's fine.
So we're going to save this.
Well, we can do whatever because I'm still looking up a menu for Chinese food.
Okay.
Okay.
You have moved on from this broadcast.
I am starving. All I can think about is some beef teriyaki and maybe some lo mein noodles.
Well, tell your listeners it was nice to talk to them after a month.
I miss you so much. I hope you missed us so much. But now I'm hungry.
And we hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. We will be back before Christmas, I promise. We won't go another month without a show.
No, we're going to definitely try to avoid that. It's been
hectic.
We've been traveling. We've had a lot going on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to share the Facebook page with your friends or let them know about the podcast, please do that. We appreciate it. And... if you're a wrestling fan, check out the We Can't Wrestle podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And they're currently broadcasting weekly, and coming in January, it'll be broadcasting 2 times a week.
Ooh,
so there's that.
Nice.
But anyways, thank you for joining us on another edition of the Motley Soup.
The Motley Soup.
The Motley Soup.
The Motley Soup. Okay, I'm getting delirious. I'm hungry. Let's go. Bye, y'all.
See ya! Chinese food. Chinese food.
Long time no
Long time no see. Can do.